What up, partner? Hey, you can hear me, yeah?
Okay, you can hear me now, right?
Now I can hear you. Can you hear me?
One second. Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, I forgot to. I had the speakers on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you got to every time you go live, you got to like change this setting, that setting, and then it's best to use the headset so I don't get any feedback. Get the hair right, bro. We in 1080, bro.
Get the head in. This
I knew-
camera angle fucking with my with my shit.
Amma, what's up, bro?
What's up, bro? Evening, gentlemen.
Hi, bang.
What's
Nice to
Hi.
meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro. Timo,
Bro.
is it?
Timo.
Yep.
Yes,
Timothy.
Timo.
Hey, welcome to Cousin Roy's Corner, guys. Oh my God. Show's lit. Yo, check this out. I'm playing. I ain't playing, bro. It's all out. It's all out. I got the lights. Ahmad, I tell you, man, you being on TV for so many years, I got this Logitech Brio up here, and I had some paria ass lights that were rubbish, and they were not doing jack. So I had to invest. I realized since you're spending that much money on the camera, you had to spend the same on the light. So I'm learning. I'm thinking, how did this guy do it for so many years? It must have been a pain, man.
Yeah, I can tell you, it's been a pain all these 10 years, but worth it seeing you 200% clearer.
Man, I went.
Yeah,
I got the program, bro. I got the program. I said, let's go 1080. I think audio. So I didn't stinge on it. Went and got a nice decent mic up here. With
Yeah, sounding good.
yeah, with the what do you call this thing, whatever it's thing. I keep forgetting the name. Yeah, but yeah, show's lit, guys. What's up, man? Hey, welcome to Cousin Roy's Corner, talking
What's up?
Manchester episode 2, baby. Let's get it.
Let's
Hey,
get
Pleasure.
Firstly, you know, we did our first show when we heard Ronaldo was coming in. We thought, me and Junsern thought no better time than to jump in now. And before I get into, I know I gave you that order thing. You were supposed to talk about young boys, but since I'm feeling really good, I wanted to ask Amma, how did you feel when you heard the news that he was definitely coming in?
Okay, at first, I felt nostalgic. I mean, one of your icons coming back. I would have hated seeing him in a City shirt, but having said that, I'm not too keen having Ronaldo for the long term because you're just starting to feel Greenwood around the squad. You bought in Jadon Sancho for 90 odd millions. So when you have Ronaldo in the team, you're sacrificing one position. That's my take on it. Because he's 36. No doubt he has done so much for the club. But moving forward, you want those young guys to step up.
And who do you think is the one that is going to lose out the most with Ronaldo in?
Sancho, for sure, because you can't have Greenwood not playing on the right wing. You're sacrificing Cavani as well. Yeah, but Sancho is set to lose out the most for me because it's his first season. It was supposed to be his stealing season. He needs playing time, but yeah.
You don't think they're playing much, Sancho?
Not, he's playing more than I expected, but yeah, because when Rashford comes back.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, where's Rashford supposed to play? He's effective on the left wing.
Okay. I was thinking Cavani would be the biggest loser. Timothy, tell me, Timothy, if you and I had a chat about this, man. Bring it out.
I have a lot to say.
Bring it out.
Yeah, I was actually, there were two sides to the coin. Everybody, like all the United fans, we were all cursing Ronaldo. Oh, he's not that great. In City, we hate him. How can he do that and this and that? And then when it flipped, I was left thinking, oh my God, he's coming. He's here. And I was so happy. I was happy until I started doing a bit of research and stuff. And yeah, I agree with Abang because I think certain players, while they grow and the mentality changes, certain players will also, have a lot of setbacks that he's there. As you can see already, it's happening last night with Sancho because he was running around like a headless chicken and didn't know positioning sense was a bit Lari last night against Young Boys because I'm actually glad they took him off. It's a great decision by Solskjaer to take him off because I can see that.
No, but
he doesn't know where to
on
fit in.
Ronaldo coming back, how did you feel about Ronaldo coming back to the club? Did you think he was ever going to be in a City shirt?
So what I was I was happy, but that now you can see and they've spoken about this. You know, I'm sure you heard about the avocado and the eggs.
Yeah.
And desserts as well.
I heard the Ferdinand show. Yeah.
You know, Luke Shaw's not having his cheeseburger
and fries.
and his fries and his extra bread pudding on a Friday. So that's good. I think that's great. And you won't probably see it now, but you see it in the long run. The Ronaldo effect is already happened. You know, whatever said and done, he scored a goal. He scored 3 goals in 2 games, and that's brilliant.
What about that thing where you were telling me where I don't think he's that good a player, and that coming back maybe his impact won't be as
okay,
true.
Yes. In hindsight, what I said to you was I don't know why, but it's true. Okay, so now bringing back Ronaldo, you know, you're paying him £500,000. I know a lot of people say you make a lot of revenue back with the shirt and the stock exchange and all, but it's also the fact that, you know, United now have to change their whole style of play. He doesn't press. Everybody knows he doesn't press. He wasn't doing that a lot last night. Of course, granted, he was down to 10 men. But his positional sense was good. But I think, you know, if you're bringing him in to win trophies, and I mean, the consensus is that's what Juventus wanted to do, right? They brought him in to win the Champions League, but he didn't do that. And I mean, I don't know if he's the man that will bring United trophies, because I don't think he's the man that United needed at this point in time. We could have gone for Saul, and I think Saul would have been a great buy compared to Ronaldo. But you know what? He's there, and we're going to make the best of it.
Amma, what do you think about that? Taking
Sorry
Saul
for the rambling, guys.
No, that's good. I love that.
About Saul or Ronaldo?
Saul, about taking Saul instead of Ronaldo.
I mean, he had a stinker of a first game. But he got hooked off in the first half. Yeah, but going back to Timo's point, the team didn't invest in the position that they needed the most to improve. We saw how Fred has been performing the past 2 or 3 games. Yeah, but going back to Ronaldo, does he really listen to Ole as a manager? Or is it the other way around? I mean, Ole spoke about him being more mature, being more of a team player, but when things don't go his way, do you think he'll listen to the manager, you know?
Yeah.
That's my concern.
I already saw sparks of that last night, but when we get into the game, we'll talk about it. You know, we saw a little bit of that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go there, but just before I go in there, I got a segue, because in the first show, I kind of said that as far as Varane was concerned, right, guys, I didn't know the fella can speak English well. Okay? So I said, yo, there might be some problem. But when the white boy jumped in, all of a sudden, white boy came jumping in. I'm like, Junsern, like, hey, that's your friend on the side. I said, nah, man, it's not friend. He just jumped in. Yeah, hey, you're right, man. You didn't even drinking wine, whiskey on the side.
I was sandwich.
He was having one. I was thinking that this guy couldn't speak. I wasn't sure how good his English was. I said maybe communication problem. But man, these past games, he's been like crisp. He has been all the clearing headers. He's been doing all the things. So I eat my words, guys. And all the haters out there hate on me. I'll eat my words. Now let's talk about this game yesterday. I got some beefs, man. Okay, I got some straight up beefs. That lunge was a typical lunge to get the ball right. It seemed too perfect, like you've seen it so many times. Where Lance get the ball, boom, kena, and I don't know, these referees sometimes just too easy, kan?
Yeah, there's 2 styles of refereeing. One for the Premier League and one for European football.
Exactly.
For Premier League, if you lunge like that, it's 50-50. At most, you'll get a yellow card. But in Europe, lain sikit.
I'm like very, very soft. Timo, what do you think?
Of course, there will always be 2 schools of thought. The first one will be, of course, because it's European nights. In Europe, if you go down like a feather and you touch someone and they go down, that's it.
That.
In Europe, the referee is totally different. But in the Premier League, that could have been a yellow card. But we've also seen them given in the Premier League as well. So, you know, that's just the nature of the game.
That guy,
in all fairness, I think it was a red card. There's no...
Yes,
Yeah.
I thought it was maybe a bit soft, because okay, he was going for the ball. Guys was going for the ball. If 50-50 lah, okay, terkena kaki. The guy breathing in pain as though he died. I saw the thing. I said, yo, I don't see any yellow, man. Boom.
In the days of Roy Keane and
I think child's play.
Gattuso and all, I've seen them do worse tackles and not get sent off. I mean, that would have been even lesser than a yellow. That wouldn't have been even a talking to.
The celebration.
But going to Varane, he's known as Champions League Varane.
Man, that's true.
And he didn't start the game. What's up with that?
Yeah, we got a question always tactics.
You guys think so, huh? This one not so sound?
I know I've always tried to say back the manager and be one of those back the manager fans. But last night, was a shambles. I got to say that.
You see, can I say? Sorry, Ahmad, go ahead.
I mean, going back to what Timo said, I'm never Ole out, I'm never Jose out, or Van Gaal out, or Moyes out. But sometimes there's a bit of lacking when Ole does his selection or his substitutions. I mean, you're not playing Varane. I mean, you're starting Van der Beek, but on the left side, who we know Pogba is much a better operator on that side. But
Varane, that's interesting, man. That's mad, man. I was looking at the game thinking, right now, the way I see, actually, I'm not thinking when I'm watching the game, but what I saw was at this point, the defense seemed to be a bit steady. The attack, however, the thing maybe not so, but there's those flashes of brilliance that we used to see last time. One long ball, boom, we win the game 1-0. One short pass, boom. And I have to say, Ronaldo's finishing that second goal, the first game he played, that second goal, even Rio was saying on his podcast, man, those are the goals we'll be missing, The one-on-ones with the keepers, under the leg, chip over like the smooth Salah chip. I was like, that's a good point, man. That's easy.
Cavani can score those type of goals as well.
That's true. That's true.
Cavani and Ronaldo's positioning sense are brilliant. So they get in those positions and they get those chances. Of course, Ronaldo has a bit of pace compared to Cavani now. Apparently his run for the second goal against Newcastle was super fast. That's just a burst of speed which Cavani doesn't have.
Right.
So that was great. But going back to the game last night, I think young boys gave everybody the handbook on how to beat United this season.
Yes, and do you know the pre-match press conference? What happened was Ole. They were asking Ole a lot about young boys' game or whatever. He said, "Hey man, I just didn't see the previous game. I watched the other game against Silk something, and he said they were playing very very well there. Boom, But if there was no red card,
Abang, would you agree with me that
we would have won?
We probably would have won because we were in control before the red card. But they may have come in. I mean, would you agree with me? The last game, also against Wolves, they know how to get at the midfield. You just have to put, like yesterday, I saw when Pogba gets the ball, 3 fellas are around him. When Fred gets the ball, they know they put pressure on him. They can get the ball away from them, and that's what they did very well, even before the 10 men. So
it's only Wolves who are unlucky not to score. Just flood the midfield. You pressure Fred, he's bound to make a mistake. And then you counter and finish well, then you kill United. That's the way to like Timo said. That's the way to beat United.
Okay, damn. Okay, so that means the play was okay, but
I don't. I'm not. Of course, it's still early days. The midfield can be tightened up. We have McTominay. But we are very thin in that position. We've got Fred, McTominay, and Matic.
And
all of whom on my day I wouldn't put in my team.
And where is Van der Beek's best position beside the number 10? Can he play in a pivot?
Van der Beek has played in the pivot with Ajax. Few games. I think he was good. I think he can. But of course, with the pace of the Premier League and stuff, I think he needs a bit of time because he hasn't played at all. He's like a fresh player,
Okay, let me bring Junsern in. Junsern, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Ahmad, you've definitely seen him on TV before. That's Timo.
Timo. Junsern, what's up?
Hey, bro, I spoke to them about the thing and I just ate some humble pie. But the humble pie was nice. It was apple pie, so it's okay. about
nice and sweet, huh?
Nice and sweet, but extra sweet, extra sugar, extra crust. Because that first week I screwed up. Remember I said I was worried about Varane? My man, smooth, bro.
That guy
all
is
those. My guy is smooth, man. That guy is getting all the corners.
He kind of reminds me a little bit like Ferdinand actually. His gameplay, he's quick, and he's agile, and he's actually not just his feet, but he's quick in his head also. He's quite smart.
Yeah, he seems to be getting all the clearance, right? Man,
and from what the video I watched, the one they're showing that the World Cup one, it looks like he's also a very vocal and a very good leader as well. So I think it's a good buy actually. I think it's a very good buy.
I'm very excited about Varane actually, more so than the other signings.
About the game yesterday, Junsern, do you think it was a red card? I said no. Timo said yes. Amma, I didn't ask you. What do you think?
Yellow at best.
Yellow at best.
Yeah, I think it was yellow at best. But again,
it's a 50-50. Yeah. It's a 50-50.
But if you look at it, every time in the European competition, when it comes to the English team, when they are
that's what they say.
And
you're right, bro.
Yellow can be a red, and nothing will be a yellow.
Yeah,
The English it's just a bump, but it end up being a yellow card. So
yeah, man, that's so sad. Okay, so yesterday's game just a blip, or the boys are saying Oli's tactics blip flat.
I feel that I think Ole got a little bit of he did a little bit of mistake there, like in terms of tactics. But again, who doesn't? I mean, if you look at it, everyone was saying that they were saying that Alex Ferguson is the perfect one. But you look at him previously, he made some mistakes as well. So I think the key matter here is about how do he actually get back up. And he did mention during the press conference, if you noticed the post press conference, and he did mention that we still got how many more games to go? You got 5 more games to go, and he said, "Look at what happened last season when we beat PSG and like what was the other team we beat? Suddenly it slipped my mind.
Leipzig.
Yeah, Leipzig. Yeah. So the thing is, he said, but look what happened after that. The second half, the second half of the group stages, and we didn't qualify. So again, it's still early, it's still the first game. Again, if you look at the treble winning season as well, we did very well in the group stages as well. We drew with Barcelona.
True.
The only team that we truly trashed.
We lost a lot of first legs.
Yeah, Brøndby, and then after that, look how that turned out that season.
Yeah, I just to close the chapter, I want to ask some other things. Just to close the chapter on the game yesterday, I think maybe perhaps consensus could be if there was not that red card, probably should have won. But for the strength of the players, hang on, let me just swap this up. For the strength of the players that we had, by right, for the money we spent and the quality that we had, even 10 men should have won, isn't it? But let's not forget the goal came in the 95th minute.
Yeah. Right? Great assist. What an assist.
What an assist. Yeah, that was a brilliant ball. And they say Ronaldo and Bruno can't play together.
Yeah. Now, on that nice segue, I love it. Now, let's talk about Bruno as well. So, I think everyone here is playing FPL, but I do the FPL show on Friday at 9:30. Might want to change the time, do more, but we'll decide that in the future. Just talking about football, right, about Manchester itself. I still feel Bruno is playing a lot. He might be being overplayed, number one. Number two, I feel that those concerns that people had in fantasy don't translate in real life. Because just having the guy there, like we saw the goal against Young Boys, one outside of the boot, boom, lovely, enjoy yourself. So that game-changing ability with him and Pogba there is still useful. Now, do you guys think penalties, free kicks, and all these things are a big deal? Let me throw it to Ahmad first.
It's going to be a big deal when Ronaldo is in the same pitch. So
they most likely will, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that Bruno is very effective when taking the penalties, even the free kicks. I mean, going back to with some stats, Ronaldo in his last season in Juve, I think 38 free kicks, only 1 conversion.
You're right.
Yeah. So
right, man.
I would put my money on Bruno, but things needs to be worked out between Ole and the two players on who should be the designated free kick taker and the penalty taker. If you ask me, Bruno all day now.
Nice. You know why? I read the other day, they asked him about it. And Bruno said this. He said, yes, this is a big team and we have seniority. We have the coach, and then we have the captain, which is Maguire, and then we have Ronaldo, who is a senior, and then you have me, and then you have the team. So when it comes to decisions on who to take penalty and free kicks, I'm sure all of us will discuss it. I'm like, Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present this year's Oscars for best original writing to Bruno Fernandes.
You're not going to not give Ronaldo to take the penalty.
It's like, I'm like, man, that's a super media training. Ama, you know this, that media, straight up is that media training answer, but what an answer. We have seniority, blah, blah, blah. We'll think about it. Timo, talk to me about this, yeah? So what do you think?
I have to say just one thing. Although we have although we have Ronaldo and Bruno at the club who takes free kicks, I don't know why Fred still goes when there's a free kick to line up to take it. I saw this last night. Why are you still there?
Like, bro, even if you're a decoy, no one's going to believe you.
No one's going to believe you're going to take a free kick. If he actually took a free kick, right, I would just like die, man. Like,
God. Oh my God. Yeah, so like Ahmad said, you still prefer, prefer because he has an atrocious free kick taking percentage. I think I've read about it as well, right? It's not that good. Junsern, what do you think? Okay, let me put it to you this way, Junsern. Further away, you still want Bruno to take, or you still want Ronaldo to take?
Actually, if you look at it, right, how many free kicks does Ronaldo scored? No, not much compared to Bruno. I mean, I think he trained a lot in terms of free kick. Ronaldo, not so much. I mean, during his younger days, when his first stint with MU, yes. I mean, of course, everyone will remember that goal against Portsmouth, that was like the highlight. But that was the only highlight I felt. That was really good. David James couldn't do anything. But other than that, I mean, I don't really see him doing a lot of repeating that the same sort of quality of free kicks. And every time people say, "Oh, let Ronaldo take free kick," but if you notice, there isn't much. He doesn't produce much goals from free kick nowadays. And even Oli was saying also now he's more of a in the penalty box kind of player. He's no longer a outside of the penalty box kind of player. So again, if you ask me to choose between Bruno and Ronaldo, I would choose Bruno all day, man. Because if you look at it, even his shot against West Ham that day, that was almost like a perfectly placed shot. And they said he was been doing that in training almost all the time. So it's actually something not new for them. It's just that it's new for us because we don't see it every day in their training. You see,
Timo, who you think? Sorry, I didn't. You sorry, were you doing something? Timo, yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Ronaldo's. I'm just googling Ronaldo's free kick records. Abysmal, man.
Better, yeah.
He had one goal from 72 free kicks.
What is that bad?
One goal from 72 free kicks.
I thought it was like 3 for 40 or something. What? He hasn't been banging them in lately, huh?
Yeah, he's more of a poacher now. I would give it to Bruno, but when it comes to a penalty, it's a pressure penalty, and Bruno takes the ball, he has his mindset, and then Ronaldo goes to him and says,
"Now hold up, son.
I gotta be real." Happen. I know they're professional and they work it out amongst themselves and all. But yeah, I would put I'll put Bruno lah. Bruno has my money lah.
That's interesting, huh? 3. Sorry, go ahead.
And Bruno himself is a creative player. You see, like how he did that free kick last season with Martial. The one that he chipped and then Martial scored that goal. I mean, it's all about trick plays as well. And Bruno has that creativity in doing that. And he himself said, I feel the same pleasure scoring goals and also creating goals. So that for me, I'll choose him over Ronaldo.
That's
Ronaldo,
really interesting.
He'll go for himself. He will just whack it, and then you see how many shots he took just to score one goal. So for me, I would choose a more definite chance of scoring goal than just simply just because of seniority.
I find that very interesting because and help refresh me. The goals, did Bruno score any really goals from 30 meters or more? I can't remember because I don't think our free kick scoring record was that high also last year.
Yeah, it wasn't that much. I mean, we didn't really get that much free kick as well. I know the one that long range. Usually, I know long range is either Fred or Rashford. The one that took it. Yeah. Fred actually got quite a good left foot, I mean, if you notice, he can actually strike the ball well, but I mean that's maybe the reason why he's there, lah.
That's why he's lining up, because all the European teams are worried about their left foot.
He's lining it up in case, and I think they tell him, don't unleash it yet.
Don't show the people, man.
Don't show the people your secret.
So then,
you can tell us your pick, Bruno or Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Bruno, still Bruno, because for free kicks it's Bruno. For penalties, depends on the situation. If it's clutch, maybe like you gentlemen have been saying, maybe Ronaldo comes and whispers something in Bruno's ears. Let me have it, because we saw with the clips from England, the players pun tak berani nak ambil dessert, all just because Ronaldo avoided it. So you're gonna tell me when Ronaldo comes and whispers in your ears, let me have the penalty, you're gonna say no?
yeah, you're down for ready for a beat down then.
Yeah, because I mean, Ronaldo, if you see him playing for Juventus or for Portugal, he score a lot of headers. We don't play like that. We have Greenwood and Sancho and Rashford who likes to come in and use their left foot. So we're not optimizing Ronaldo in that sense. His ability to jump high and hit the ball.
Okay, nice. So shall we talk about the West Ham game? All right, let's do this. Okay, now that main boy Antonio, I'm going to share the screen here.
The main boy.
Main boy,
He had a horrible game last game.
He really screwed up all our fantasy points last week, man.
Antonio,
have that in the team. He's like, what the heck? When I saw it, like, oh my god.
That's it. Why data captain?
Yeah. Hang on, let me just move. This thing's blocking. Let's move it. Okay. So yellow cards there, whatever. Sorry, right? Antonio, red card, Fabianski, whatever. So this was the team. Where's the team? How do there? This is the team. Now they're going to play us. Okay, they pretty much got no chance. But I don't know why I opened this screen. Actually, I want to open this screen. There we go. Okay, so this I think is the previous game, 3-1. Okay, the thing got lost. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Now, Manchester United and West Ham predictions.
So United haven't lost. They just lost an away game. But before this, 28 games away domestically. So I'm of course always gonna go for United win. But hopefully Ole learns from his mistakes and please start Varane alongside Maguire. You can pick and choose your midfield, but Bissaka, Maguire, Varane, and Shaw. That's all I'm asking.
Besides, that's actually, we can probably be in line for a good steady backline right now. And I don't know how this Varane fella has really brought a very calming presence to the whole team. I feel. I don't see Harry Maguire Mangalaba so much, you know what I mean?
Not with Lindelof there. I was wondering how did we survive for so long with Lindelof in the defense, man. I was really surprised. I mean, I would say he's a decent defender, but to pair up with Maguire, I think I think there's a mismatch there, slightly mismatched there. But if you look at how Varane and Maguire together, I have to agree. There's a certain chemistry there, and there's a certain level of understanding. I know it's still very early in their relationship, but I'm really hoping that we are looking at another very good back four that it won't take us for a while, at least for a while.
Let's look at this recent meeting Sunday, 14 March, 1-0, 3-1, 1-1. We lost here in 2019. Well, that's it. Head-to-head, 50 plate, draw 30. Basically, this West Ham team, do they even have a chance? Look at this. Look at this team here.
I think it could be tight. I think it could be a tight game. I don't see United maybe on their form. I don't know. Call me a pessimist, but I think it could be tight. But West Ham will struggle without Antonio. I think he'll be 3 match suspended.
Straight red card, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 3 match lah.
So he's not playing. So they don't have that threat going forward. So maybe United can. I would say, I think a 2-0 lah.
So they most likely park the bus. Junsern?
I mean, I would say that it will be a tight game as well. Yeah. It's just like how the Newcastle game. I mean, if you look at it, Newcastle literally parked the bus. They park the bus. They park another bus. They bring everything. The ship also they put in. So the thing is, when Newcastle start defending, you can see there's actually two very distinctive line. And I'm looking at how the MU's midfield, if they pick back the same team that beats Newcastle, you will know that definitely there are ways that they can actually tear them apart now. Now that with Ronaldo in there, you know that he's going to convert any chance given to him. So at least now we know that there's actually a higher chance of us scoring those missed chances that we had in the previous season. So I would say it's still going to be a very tight game because David Moyes himself, he's a guy that actually demands a lot from his team, and this team itself is starting to form to become his team. The players, he's already cleared off all his deadwood, so you know that David Moyes himself will start to develop, and he knows MU quite well as well. So I think it's going to be a very tight game. It could be just 1-0, and if things open up like how Newcastle did, and they decided to be a bit more adventurous in the second half, and we know that in the second half how MU like to play their counter attack. If we are able to invite West Ham out, and I think we can actually do some damage. But I will be a bit more conservative. I would say maybe 1-0 or 2-1.
This is another home game, isn't it, or is it away? Hang on,
I think it's an away game.
It's an away game. Okay, so we're looking at an away game against West Ham. West Ham don't have their best striker. The Benrahma boy is playing well. That one I know. I was looking at him in the fantasy league for a while, thinking about whether to take him or not. But I think they got a bit rattled in their previous game. Like, no cap. I think they got a bit rattled in the previous game. They started very well. They were riding on the bar high, this one, whatever. Now you lost a big cog in the machine. So maybe initially you also said, you tell yourself, I'm not going to go out and I'm not going to try and score. But when you have a guy on form like that, you're going to say, in our house, we're going to smash him. Now, if you're going to play defensive in your own home, I think our boys are going to swallow them up. And on that swallow them up note, just now, because Junsern mentioned something about Fred and this one, I had set this on the side, but because of the flow, I couldn't bring it out. I'd like to bring it out now. I love your opinions on this, okay? This is what I wanted to ask. If anybody is watching, I love your opinion as well. I'm going to throw it, whoever. Talk to me. I got my own opinions on this.
I was reading something on Twitter. We bought the wrong Brazilian starting with an F. We should have gone for Fabinho or Fernandinho.
Yeah.
Instead, we bought Fred. I mean, he was fantastic with Shakhtar Donetsk. I don't understand when we buy this type of players, they don't perform with United. I mean, I wish Matic was 6 years younger.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, why not we try Van der Beek in that pivot position when McTominay is not around? I mean, there was a suggestion to play Lindelof in that position as well. See how Blind is playing very well in that position with Ajax. Yeah, but going with what Timo said, maybe the physicality of the EPL is too much for them.
I saw Donny on the five something Rio Ferdinand's show on YouTube. Recently he came to my purview. I like it. It's quite cool. So he came on the show. Just before he came on, I was reading. He almost went to Everton. You all remember this, right? He almost went to Everton. That thing was 99.5%. Was already on.
Okay.
So Rafa Benitez was like, no, I will definitely play him. And the Everton club had actually planned to form the team sort of around him. So the midfield engine with this fella, this boy, Blondies, Sunshine. And I was like, hey, that would have been awesome, man. But in the last minute, the club nixed it. The club said, you know what? No, we want him to stay. We don't want you to go. And apparently he was super pissed. He was not happy with it. So when he came on the podcast on their show, he didn't really say he was pissed. He was kind of giving the straight up the diplomatic answers. But he did say it's still very hard for me not to go and play. It's still very hard for me to just sit down there and just wait for my chance because I feel I'm good and I already wasted 2 years. So we are hearing so many things about Fred not being good enough, about defensive, this, whatever. Matic is old, he cannot really fast. I don't know why he's not playing him. Why do you think they're not playing him? Besides the physicality, because the boy knows how to play. And he admits he can do as much as he wants in training, but there's no substitute for the real game. We stumped. I know. We stumped. I don't know why they're not playing him.
I don't doubt his class. I think he's a class player, and I think he's great and whatever. But I think the way he plays, I don't know whether it would suit the role of the pivot. I'm not sure. I don't know what Ole sees in training. At the end of the day, the manager sees more than all of us in training and knows how the players train. So in that sense, I don't know. I did see in Newcastle that he was bombing forward a little bit because Newcastle weren't pressing towards the end; they were tired. I don't know, however, if you play a team like Wolves and they dispossess you in the middle of the field and Adama Traore is bombing forward. I don't know if Van der Beek tracks back. I don't. Maybe y'all have a different opinion on that, but I've never come across him like tracking back. I think he's more forward-minded than keeping the midfield tight. So I would tactically, I don't know lah. Up in the air for me. Of course, I know Fred is not the best right now. So,
but you'd rather see Donny play, right? And even if he makes mistakes,
he could be given a chance.
Yeah.
To see if he can hold it in midfield or not.
No, I agree with that. Is there anything else you want to talk about Van der Beek? Because there was something I wanted to ask you guys also.
To be fair, I haven't seen Van der Beek play for United in a while, and I like it. I'm trying to. It's blank in my memory. Actually, what he does.
Yeah, no, you're right. I agree. Yeah, except for cup games. Yeah,
I think the reason why everyone was a bit quiet just now is because we don't know what to comment about Van der Beek.
What to make of Van der Beek.
Yeah. Because the thing is, you ask me what kind of player he is. I mean, I can't tell because he never played enough games to show the type of players. And every time when Oli plays him, he plays him in different roles, and he doesn't stand out. I mean, you can see that he's a very intelligent player, but I don't think so. He was given really enough chance to show. Even for us, like watching him, it was like, okay, that 10 minutes, what kind of impact can you make in 10 minutes?
That's why I'm wondering. I'm just still wondering why they're not playing him. There's not in that faith. Haven't thrown faith in him. Okay, but let's move on to it now. The other day's game, there was one boy. For everything that's happened to him in his life and going to different club, going up on loan and all that, the fact that he actually scored the other day, and you should see his movement with Ronaldo on the pitch, Bruno on the pitch, whatever. He played that, Martial played that dummy, and the boy took the ball and just, I tell you, even I saw that and I say, hey, there's something there. I think there's something there. And I was watching that thing, even those guys also, Rio also said, that fella is back. So now you got more options, so it's going to be even harder for him to pick his next squad because it seems like Lingard is back, guys.
Yeah, my credit to Ole. He knew what he was doing. 71 minutes substituting Lingard for Ronaldo, and he changed the game.
Yeah.
This is a very ill-timed topic.
Yeah.
The timing couldn't be worse.
Yeah.
Why?
Everybody who watches this is going to think we recorded this before the Young Boys game.
It seemed like a genuine mistake. He was trying to do a back pass, maybe back to Maguire or something.
Yeah.
I mean, lapse in concentration.
Yeah.
I think the pitch is one of the factors as well. I know Millionaires should be playing well in every pitch, but they were saying that the artificial turf there in Young Boys Stadium was a bit of a problem. But credit to David Wagner, the manager. He used to coach in the Borussia Dortmund setup. So, yeah, he knew how to exploit those types of mistakes.
Didn't David Wagner coach in the Premier League as well?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Of the smaller teams, right?
in the Premier League. I always liked him as a manager.
Was it Brighton? Was it Brighton or
Huddersfield or Brighton?
Huddersfield, one of those teams. I know
One
with
of
the blue
those
stripes.
teams. Yeah, stripes.
Can't remember. The blue stripe, blue and white team.
All Klopp clones.
Yeah, but actually the Klopp clones because he prior to the game I didn't know it was David Wagner. So when I saw him on the touchline, that's when I was watching the game and I was like, oh my god, he's going to be one of those nights because I know he's a really good manager and he's got his team set up really well. So so detracting from United, we just need a bit of steel in our midfield. That's
blue steel. We need that blue steel, bro.
Yeah, is Lingard back? I don't know.
No, not yet.
I don't know. Jury's still out for me.
Okay. I was kind of surprised to see some of the guys what they said, man. Because like guys like Rio and that other fella, I forgot his name, like ex-goalkeeper, they still have access. So I was like, why did he say Lingard was back and this one, and he goes into that whole explanation about how his positioning off the ball is world class.
Yes.
So apparently people always see him and then the pressure on him to score goals and all that. And, he had to take that upon him. The team in transition, he went away. But he said of all the players, of many players that are in there, this fella's movement of the field is top notch. He said he's always in the best position. So he said like how he took the ball and kind of let it come to the right leg and finish it. It showed a lot about how his mental state is, where he's confident. But even with all these superstars there right now in the team, the boy still, was confident enough to take a goal. Well, my opinion was already 3-1 back then. So, but he would have missed that goal last year or the year before. With his form so bad. Our form so bad.
Yeah.
So
There's definitely no denying his class. Yeah.
Yeah, that boy can play. So like if that's another good piece in the bag, I'm kind of glad lah. Anyway, just some small things that I was picking up in the online universe,
Yeah, I mean,
This
the
one-
thing is, throwing Lingard in the 70th minute also is actually a good thing because we know that Lingard will run for the team. He will run, and he's like you say, his positioning, his timing of his run is top notch, especially the on form Lingard, not the off form Lingard. So you can see, and you know that he can shoot the ball from outside. Confirm he can. So that is actually something that I think Oli knows that he wants to keep in his team. So he knows that when the defense are tired, like what happened to Newcastle, you bring in Lingard to cause chaos, and the guy will cause chaos.
Right.
Especially
Next
in form.
next thing will be interesting to see. I'm really, really interested to see who they're going to try and start with. Because number one, I would like to see Donny play, maybe Donny and Pogba, and let him play 90 minutes, at least for once. Let us see see his fitness. Ronaldo got to play, and then the strikers see how they mix it up. I think we kind of done. I'd like to throw out my predictions for the game on the 19th. 19th is when? Saturday.
Let me check.
19 Sunday.
I got Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Sunday.
game Sunday. Okay, Sunday. Away game, I say park the bus. Can we? I'm gonna go 2-0. What's up?
To
I'm
West
gonna
Ham?
go 2-0. Hell no! Blasphemy! Hell no! I'm going 2-0. You guys?
I mean, for me, there's no way United is going to keep a clean sheet the way that we've been defending or playing. So I'm going to go for a solid 2-1.
Okay, 2-1.
Oh,
You
my
got my
God.
name. You guys?
Same 2-1.
Yeah, I said 2-0 just now, but on second thought, 2-1. I just one thought like if Varane gets the hang of the Premier League, I don't know whether you all saw the video. Oli asked Varane,
Same
"Is this
tempo?"
like La Liga after the
No.
Wolves game.
Yeah,
Yeah. He said no.
He said no.
He said no.
coach.
I heard Oli say that in the interview, and I heard Rio also said he actually went and spoke to Oli and asked him what the guy said. Inside the locker room, he said even more. He said, "Man, not even close."
Not even close. Yeah, the intensity and stuff. But if United can, I bring back England, although in the summer it was very heartbreaking. Anybody England fan here other than me?
Guilty.
All three.
follow them.
All of us.
No, only
one
three.
player that hasn't
I'm
been
not-
mentioned a lot that in that England squad was actually John Stones, because I feel John Stones made Maguire a better player at the Euros, and Maguire played very well at the Euros, but John Stones was barely mentioned. I mean, we had Luke Shaw and everybody was going on about Kyle Walker and this and that. No one mentioned John Stones. Now, if Varane can have the same impact on Maguire, and they have that sort of communication where Varane quietly does the work and Maguire comes forward a bit and brings the ball out a bit, I think our defense will be great. But that remains to be seen. The chemistry is still not there with the both of them. So yeah.
What do you think about the attack? Do you think we have? I don't think we have that thing. We have it probably almost down pat, but because I know
our
the
attack is too strong, lah. It's very strong.
it's the midfield only that's a little bit out of whack, right?
Yeah.
So if we can tune up, do you think we should have bought some other midfielder, or maybe gotten rid of somebody? I think Pogba is a world class passer, by the way. He just needs to get his head right. I hope his head is right now.
This season, man, my God.
What do you guys
man.
think of Sancho this weekend? Do you think this will be the weekend that he can prove something?
So
I'll
far,
be honest. The young boys game, I didn't see the whole game, so I'm not going to judge. But on that, the games I saw so far, I'm not.
Abang, what do you think?
Yeah, I hope so. But again, going back to the pace of Bundesliga and EPL,
Premier League,
that's his problem. He's gonna need time. I like the way he dribbles the ball. There was some flashes there when he made his debut. but it's going to take a full season for him to
Yeah.
acclimatize with the team.
Yeah, we will see flashes of it, I think, but not like consistent.
Yeah, I wanted Camavinga to come to United instead of Sancho.
Yeah.
He went to
Real.
Real Madrid and scored that goal.
Yeah, look like a class player.
Everybody tells me he's class. I haven't seen him play, so yeah.
But I've been by coming back to the difference of class between the two leagues. Have you saw the article about Aguero was saying about the difference between the Premier League team and the Spanish team?
Yeah,
he said in Barcelona, I mean Premier League team they will come like 2 hours before to go for training.
Yeah.
Barcelona they only train for 1 hour. He's like,
But the team's too good.
They got trashed by Bayern 3-0.
Yeah.
And he was saying that where are they? No, he's at the gym and no one is there.
Crazy.
Yeah, so he said there's a
pace
difference.
The Spanish
it's like a walk in the
siesta.
park. Yeah. Exactly like what Pedro said. Like, I said, man, some matches we know we're going to win. We don't even train properly. We go there and beat them 3-0. Here, every week you got to train and go do recovery for 2 days and then train again.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the grind. That's how it is. Okay. I think we nailed it, guys. I think we got it. I believe.
That's his celebration.
Jailing.
I don't know.
Jailing.
What, like
Oh, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
I know there's one hand with the 2 fingers. I don't know which one.
You mean this one for L? But I'm cousin Roy, baby. Cousin Roy, you know what I'm saying? I mess with the anime, you know what I'm saying?
You are the
R.
Cousin Roy is the original, the OG CR7, man.
Yeah.
He lives on the 7th floor, baby. CR7, baby. You know what I mean?
CR7.
Kondo rakyat tingkat 7. As you can see, we mess with the anime, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, that was brilliant. I want to thank you all for coming. I think we pretty much covered. We will do this again next week. We will preview the next game next week. And for anybody tuning in, do like and subscribe. And we will be here tomorrow on Friday night, every Friday night at 9:30 p.m. for the FPL show. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Peace out.